I will be showing you how to complete all of the Skye's Adventure Week 2 missions extremely fast. My name is Storm Ranger, and on this channel I show you how to complete your challenges quickly, get better at Fortnite fast, and improve at all sorts of Fortnite things, so be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on anything, and help me get to my goal of 20,000 subscribers. That would help me out a ton. So now on screen you can see what all these challenges are. Credit the leaker iFireMonkey over on Twitter for leaking all these challenges as of when you're making this video. If you want to look over these challenges, feel free to pause the video now. And while you're at it, let me know which of the Skye styles you will be selecting. As I said in last week's video, which you can watch if you haven't already by clicking here, I will be getting the Shadow style. Anyway, these challenges award the player 400,000 XP on top of the variations of the Skye skin. Because I am sure that you will all want these awards, and the missions are all super difficult, requiring the player to hit 5 consecutive weak points while harvesting materials, fly a chopper under purple, red, and blue steel bridges, and even search Skye's sword into stone found in high places, I'll be covering how to complete them all insanely quickly right now. Now to begin, the very first challenge is to search 10 chests at landmarks. Now I won't spend too much time on this since I doubt you all are having any issues with this challenge. Searching chests is easy, and the only challenging part is knowing what is considered a landmark or not. So I'll throw up a map on screen now, created by Evident over from Pro Game Guides, of what and where the different landmarks are. Now unfortunately it is from last season, I couldn't find one from this season, but thankfully most, if not all of these locations still exist. So feel free to refer to this map while playing. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. Now regarding completing this challenge, I recommend landing at a place that you know well to make finding chests easy in a game mode like Team Rumble, because that way you won't need to worry about dying and can work on completing your other challenges after you finish this one. However, that's all. This challenge is incredibly simple. Alright, so now we have the second challenge, which is to eliminate 3 players with SMGs from 15 meters. Yeah, so this is kind of a weird challenge, simply since it is so easy. And this is because SMGs are close-range weapons and are most effective at distances under 15 meters. So chances are that you will complete this challenge without even trying, so you can just skip it for now. But if you want to get it over sooner, rather than later, then you can simply just use one of the SMGs that you found when searching chests in the Team Rumble game from the last challenge, and then go about trying to eliminate opponents. To get within 15 meters, I advise landing directly next to the opponents after you respawn. However, because you can respawn in Team Rumble, it is an amazing game mode for completing this, along with many of your other challenges. So now we have the third challenge, which is to hit 5 consecutive weak points while harvesting materials 3 times. Now this is another simple challenge. Depending on the player, hitting weak points while playing may be really difficult or really easy. But regardless, the best way of completing this challenge is to find an object like a truck, which is made out of metal and has lots of health, and then get really close to it. Start swinging your harvesting tool, and the weak points will appear right in front of you where you are swinging. Without moving the player or where you are looking, you will hit 5 consecutive weak points just like that. And you only must do this 3 times, and you will complete this challenge. So now is the fourth challenge, which is to fly a chopper under purple, red, and blue steel bridges. So this challenge is a breeze as long as you know where the bridges are. So on screen now you can see a map I created of where each of these bridges are. Feel free to screenshot the map so you will be able to refer to it while playing. However, because I know this map is not the most helpful, now on screen you can see what the bridges look like when in the game, along with where they are found. Now the first of these bridges is the purple bridge, which can be found right in between Slurpy Swamp and Weeping Woods. Secondly, we have the red bridge, which can be found right over the stream in between Salty Springs and Pleasant Park. And finally, we have the blue bridge, which is found right over the stream, this time east of Pleasant Park. Anyway, once you know where to find each of these bridges, you will need to find a chopper. On screen I can see a map I created of where all the choppers spawn. I recommend grabbing a chopper in Team Rumble to eliminate the fear of dying when playing. Anyway, just grab a chopper, fly under these bridges, and just like that, you will complete this challenge. So now we have the fifth challenge, which is to soak a campfire, consume a foraged apple, and consume a foraged mushroom. Now I know this challenge is kind of mundane, but be sure to stick around, because in just a few minutes, we go over where to search Skye's sword, found in high places, which you definitely do not want to miss. Anyway, to complete this challenge, you're going to want to land the orchard, somewhere a few of you guys may remember from last week's challenges, in a game of Team Rumble. You'll be able to find a campfire in this set of trees, which you'll want to land at first. From the nearby trees, you'll want to harvest at least 70 wood, 30 of which you can use to stoke a campfire after you light it. With the other 40, you'll want to build 4 ramps high, jump off, and then eat an apple, which can also be found laying around in the same set of trees. Finally, you'll want to rotate a little ways away to this set of trees you can see on screen, where you will find plenty of mushrooms in the middle. Anyway, as long as you follow this route, you will easily complete this challenge. So next we have the 6th challenge, which is land at the shark and visit the agency in the same match. Now this challenge is incredibly easy, and I doubt you will need my help with it. Just land at the shark in a game of Team Rumble, build up and die, and then work your way over to the agency, which should not be too far away, considering it is in the center of the map. And that's all. This challenge is extremely simple. So now we have the 7th challenge, which is to hit 10 pistol headshots on players or henchmen. Now hitting pistol headshots on players is obviously kind of difficult, so for this challenge you will probably want to stick to henchmen. However, regarding avoiding players, since henchmen do not spawn in Team Rumble, you will need to rely on instead landing at spy bases far away from where the bus flies over. Once you land, a pistol should be relatively easy to find, but if you can't find one, ironically, you can always steal one from a henchman. Anyway, once you find a pistol, you're going to need to find around 3 henchmen, assuming you hit all of your headshots. However, be sure that the henchmen don't see you, so they won't shoot back. Finally, simply line up each of your shots and hit the henchmen. Really, that's all. This challenge should not be too hard to complete. Okay, now the 8th challenge is to search Skye's sword in a stone found in high places 5 times. Now this challenge may sound kind of complicated, but it is actually pretty simple. So apparently around the map, there are swords that are stuck in stones on top of various hills and mountains. So you must go to each of these locations and pull the sword out of the stones. So on screen now you can see a map I created of where you can find each of these swords. Like always, feel free to screenshot the map so you will have it to refer to when working on this challenge. Also keep in mind, it does not matter which order you go to these locations in, I just numbered them for simplicity. But obviously while this map is helpful, it's difficult to get an idea of exactly where to land from it, so on screen now you can see some footage I got from replay mode of where to find each of these locations. So first, you'll find a sword in the stone on this mountain that is just east of the grotto and north of Retail Row. Second, you'll find a sword in a stone on the hill that is simply north of Lazy Lake. Next, you'll find a sword in a stone just east of Pleasant Park and south of the Blue Bridge from the 4th challenge. After, you'll find a sword in a stone on this hill that is located this time just northwest of Pleasant Park. Finally, you'll be able to find a sword in a stone on this hill located just a few yards away from the radio station. So just head to any of these locations, search Skye's sword like how you would search a chest, and just like that you will complete this challenge. So next to the 9th challenge, which is block 200 damage with the Kingsman. So in case you don't know it by name, the Kingsman is a new umbrella which recently came to Fortnite. The umbrella can be used for many things, including blocking damage. Now as you can, possibly the easiest way of completing this challenge would be to use it to block damage from a henchman, as getting a henchman to shoot you while using the umbrella should not be too difficult to do. And if you want to be super efficient, try to find a Kingsman when working on your 7th challenge, and try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. However, if this method does not work for you, then the next best option is to look for one within Team Rumble, and then go around trying to get players to shoot at you while you have the Kingsman to block the damage for you. But since 200 damage is not too much, despite whatever method you choose, this challenge hopefully should be rather easy to complete. Now the 10th and final challenge out of all of the Skye's Adventure challenges is to balance on crash pads in 3 different matches. So don't leave yet. While I know this challenge is very simple, and I doubt you need my help with it, I still think I have some good advice. Probably the best way of completing this challenge is simply to skip it and complete it while working on all of your previous challenges. When playing the game, just remember to bounce on crash pads whenever you see one. And I mean, that's it. This challenge is very simple. Now if you enjoyed this video, you want to learn how to get better at Fortnite, complete your challenges fast, and improve at all sorts of other Fortnite-related things, You can start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss out on anything, and help us get to 20,000 subscribers by clicking here. And to support me, you can use code StormRanger and buy my merchandise by clicking here. Finally, click this card right here to learn how to win in Fortnite. But that is all I have for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.